Deal or no deal? That was the big question for hours in this Delaware courthouse Wednesday. Federal prosecutors and the legal team for Hunter Biden going back and forth as the judge raised several questions about a plea agreement that was brokered between the two sides last month. Hunter Biden had been expected to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax charges and enter a pretrial diversion program, which would have allowed him to avoid prosecution on a separate felony gun charge. Instead, a dramatic turn of events when the judge raised her concerns about whether the deal was constitutional. Hunter Biden ultimately pleaded not guilty to the charges, the judge deferring the initial agreement.
He thought he was walking away clean with this deal, but the judge seems like asked some questions where there wasn't an agreement on what he's actually giving up, that he thought he was walking away with less liability that the prosecutors actually were holding over him.
The judge was concerned about the parties linking the tax plea agreement to the deal on the gun charge and whether or not a provision in the deal would grant Hunter Biden blanket immunity, meaning that the government would not prosecute him further. Several Republicans had criticized that plea arrangement brokered back in June, calling it a sweetheart deal. Though it was negotiated by Trump-appointed U.S. Attorney for Delaware, David Weiss, who President Biden kept in his role to oversee the probe. Sources telling ABC News in a closed-door meeting with House Republicans Wednesday, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said an impeachment inquiry is on the table related to the criminal investigation of Hunter Biden, but suggested it's not imminent at this point. Sources also added some members have privately called on McCarthy to focus solely on impeaching President Biden over any other administration official. While both parties have expressed desire to move forward with a deal, the judge has requested additional briefing from them in the next 30 days before deciding next steps. Rena Roy, ABC News, Wilmington, Delaware.